Yep.
I feel like business cards for the city, but
I
I
sent
need some for the
your,
county.
I sent your plates. Where'd you like us to be, dear?
Right in front. All right. Fill in the middle.
In the middle? All right. You wanna go in? You go in.
Sure.
That's better. I'm on the outside. I'll suck it in. Thank you. All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. On to consent agenda.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank
Item A, February 20th, 2024 HRA closed meeting minutes. Item B, March 19th, 2024 workshop minutes. Item C, March 19th, 2024 regular meeting minutes. Item D, March 19th, 2024 HRA meeting minutes. Item E, general claims of $1,301,306.63. Item F, HRA claims of $1,407.96. Item G, special event permit for the Wilderness Inquiry. Item H, special event permit for the Rotary Club. Item I, resolution accepting donations from the Rotary Club. Item J, resolution accepting donations from ISD 622. Item K, contract for Torque Utilities for 2024 underground directional bore. Item L, Highway 120 and Highway 36 letter of support. And item M, the surplus sewer cleaning truck.
Okay, thank you. Anybody like to pull any?
I would like to pull H and I.
H and I. Thank you. Anybody else?
H and I go together. I mean, I was going to pull H
Yeah.
as well. I don't,
Sounds
okay.
good. Anybody else besides H and I? If not, can I get a resolution or not a resolution? What word am I asking for?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Cole. First by Councilmember Cole, second by Councilmember Schwer to adopt the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. So now we'll move those two down. Now we're open to public. All right. Do we have anybody online? Do we have anybody inside that's going to talk? Okay, thank you. Then we'll move on to city business action items, and we'll add H and I into those. So,
All right, item A is special event permit for the Rotary Club.
I pulled both items because I have potential conflict of interest and I choose to abstain from voting on both those items. So only reason I pulled them, I'm for them. I just don't believe it's right for me to vote on them.
And I was going to pull H as well, just for clarification. I will support it when we vote. That's not the issue. But I'm of the understanding that the city has interpreted the rule different from a public event, where in past years we haven't charged the event fees, and so this is kind of a new thing that we're doing. And it impacts not only the Legion, but it's my understanding that any church, including St. Pete, that does any festivals will be paying these event fees. Anything that goes on at Veterans Park may potentially have these event fees. The Legion, Broughton Cornfeed would have to pay these event fees. I just wanted to pause and say this is a change from the way that we've operated in the past. And I will vote to support it tonight, but I would maybe like to have further conversation as to we potentially change the wording, and especially for some of these events that take place on their own properties that don't need any input from the city, from Public Works or anything, so.
you want to go ahead? I know we reached out to Thor.
Yeah, if I could comment, did reach out to the city attorney, and he said, yeah, previous practices, it was allowed to let that slide, but it wasn't done properly for the wording that we had. If we did want to change that, then yeah, we could bring that back to council. with exceptions, more exceptions. Right now, the exception, I believe, is just National Night Out. There's other smaller ones. If we put on the event, if it's a city-sponsored event, then that qualifies. But the Rotary Park one was put on by the Rotary, so it fell under a different category. But previously, it wasn't charged, that's correct. But it should have been, according to what we have for verbiage in our special event permit.
So go ahead.
So can I propose that we reevaluate that? Sorry, thank you. Can I propose that we reevaluate that?
We certainly
Because
can.
I think if you're putting something, my opinion is that, but I'd like to reevaluate the charging of those.
Absolutely.
So right now, it's city-sponsored and, what was the other one?
National
National Night Out, thank you. So that's the only two right now.
No, there's other verbiage in there, but
Okay.
I'll bring it back with maybe, we'll figure out the verbiage that'll work out for some of these special events.
So we can be within what Soren wants if we change how we do this, then, right?
Yep.
Right now, we can't because the way it's written.
way it's worded,
But we
correct.
can look into doing changes to still be within the law and comfortable with Soren.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it was an and or. Okay, thank you.
So just looking for a motion for those?
Yep. So moved. So move. Councilmember,
Second.
okay, get the name out. Councilmember Cole, second. Councilmember Schwer. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. That was 4. 1 abstained. Correct?
Yep.
You're welcome. I didn't hear you over there, so I figured. All right,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, thank you very much.
Reports from city manager. Fire department's been sending their people to the fire investigation trainings. They're also working on their fire certificate of compliance. Public Works has let us know that the rocking and taping has been done, and now they're working on painting the interior of the student-built house. They're out doing water meter repairs, and some of their commercial water meters are reaching the end of their useful life, so they're going out and changing out the batteries of those. So far, the EAB, Emerald Ash Borer, for a response from the public, we've gotten 10 that have put in a request for a permit or the monies funds, and we're looking at them now. Dealing with the 7th Avenue sidewalk, still dealing with some easements that are out there on the east end. And there's going to be a public meeting open talking about the lead pipes in people's houses. We're going to have information put out online tomorrow, and then WSB will be holding a open house here at the city. What was the date of that? 17th, from 6:30 to 8. And it'll help people look at the different types of pipes that might be in your basement. They're not only looking at the lead for replacement, but also galvanized pipes. So we'll get
This
that
is
information out to the public.
This is a federal law, or federal, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah, so it's not state, it's not city, it's federal.
correct.
Okay, just want to make sure everybody knows that it's where it's coming from.
Yep, so more to come on that. Electric they finished out changing out the battery backup that we have upstairs here in City Hall, which is battery backup for IT if power was to go out. Kind of covers that jump before the generator kicks in. Otherwise, they have lots of issues when they have the power that goes out. They're working on finishing up underground project that they started 2 years ago due to supply chain issues and finally getting the equipment in they needed to finish that up. And then they're going to be moving on to, 17th and Delaware, and getting some of that undergrounded, which is a feeder line, and for the new development that'll be going in there. And one of the bigger projects is over on Jennifer Lane, Jennifer Court area, and Laurie Road. They'll be replacing about 2 miles of underground wire in that area. It'll probably be a 2-year program. It's a big project. And just wanted to let you know that we'll have a bio coming out probably the next council meeting, but through the interview process, we will have Ray Rosales, who has applied for the new chief position. And we did open that up to internal first, and he did fit the qualifications, so we'll be welcoming him on board as of next Monday, and we'll bring more information at the next council meeting.
Great.
Excellent, thank you.
So,
All right, appreciate it. Reports from council commissions and committees. Councilmember Norby.
2 days from now, on Thursday the 4th, is the next planning commission meeting. We will be talking about continuation of fence regulations. I can't thank Brandy and her staff enough. They are doing a great job about condensing and consolidating all of our current regulations to make it more uniform for staff and residents. So she, along with her staff, is doing a great job. And if you want to learn about fences, show up on Thursday.
Thank you. Councilmember Wong.
Yeah, the Arts and Culture Commission is always busy, but they have already purchased the Snowies and they're setting a date for a reveal. It will be at the big Snowy with the little Snowies underneath, but there will be opportunities for the public to see them before they get moved to their final destination. And then vendor applications are open for the Autumn Arts Festival, and that's September 14th. And then, let's see, there's also the contest for high school artists to submit for the utility box wrap right there on their school. So looking forward to that, and we'll also be welcoming the student commissioner, Raquel Soto, at our next meeting tomorrow at 6:30. Oh, and the turtles, okay. So I did ask about the turtles, they're Blanding turtles that are endangered, and they're getting hit on our streets here on Holloway, and so I have asked the ACC if they were able and willing, and they were thinking about it, but one of the commissioners did mention they saw a sign for them in a different park, and so took a picture of that. But I will ask again whether they have capacity, but it sounds like our resident that has concerns will be taking on, making her own signs as well.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you. Thank you very much. Councilmember Schwer.
The Parks and Recreation Commission did not hold their meeting last month. The next meeting will be April 24th here in council chambers at 6:30.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Cole.
The EDA did hold their meeting, first one in a while. We were happy to get the band back together. March 21st, it was held here in council at 4 o'clock. Due to the fact of terms expiring and retirements, et cetera, we've been limping through on a very limited number of commissioners. We had met with council. It had been decided that we would, we really didn't draw a conclusion. We brought it back to the EDA. The EDA, through their conversations, decided they would like to remain an EDA and continue to operate as such going forward, until which time we would like to take a look and review it again. So at which time there, on the website, I believe there is information for those interested in becoming an EDA member. If anyone knows residents, business owners, et cetera, they feel would be a good fit, please direct them towards the city's direction. I would like to introduce the new president of the EDA, Mr. John Mungy.
Thank you.
As long as, and Joe Matthews is vice president as well. We had lengthy conversation about what's the EDA look like, what do we look at going forward, and we really came to the conclusion that we need a big cheerleader for the city. And unfortunately, some of those who retired that have been on the EDA for years did a lot of that for us. So we had discussion on what would it look like if we either hired a consultant or looked at an outside company that would specialize in EDA, that would help solicit new business, attend events to promote the city, work with the current building and landowners to bring prospective businesses or clients into them. And that brought us to, Mr. Winnick is gone, but Finance Director Winnick will be providing information at the next upcoming meeting. Just what does it look like? How is the funding looking? The EDA does fund portions of salaries of 3 individuals with on staff, so we need to take a look at what that looks like, how that would potentially impact or not impact city budgets. So there's a lot of things that came out of it, but it was good to get together. The next meeting is April 9th, but that meeting is canceled. The next meeting will actually be April 23rd. We backed it off a couple of weeks just in order to get additional candidates to express interest in being with the EDA. And I don't know, it's 4 o'clock here in council chambers.
Yep. Correct.
We also decided the EDA was going to go to quarterly meetings.
Once we get settled and people
Yep.
in place quarterly, correct.
Okay, I'm done.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right, general business. Councilmember Norby.
2 things. Saturday, May 11th, we'll have one meeting before them, but it's going to be our spring cleanup dates from 8 to 11. And our yard service starts on the 15th, 11 days from now. So you can put out all the leaves from winter 11 days from now.
Nice. Thank you.
Let's see. I just wanted us as council to maybe schedule a time to do a follow-up with our review with city manager. And that's something that we haven't circled around to again. And so I think that's pretty standard procedure kind of stuff. And then I think maybe an opportunity for us to have that discussion around the map, the management action plan too, in that time frame. And then, yeah, thanks to Public Works for plowing the city. There was a lot going on and it was super heavy. So, yeah, I appreciate you and your team being out there all night and day.
Just when you had the street sweepers out and the streets were all clean, the salt's back down.
I saw you plowing in your Hawaiian shirt and your shorts, so that was pretty cool. Anything else?
No.
Thank you.
Means good me.
Nothing? Okay.
I have nothing tonight, thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you. And trying to see if there's anything, the yard waste, I mean, the pickup, I'm glad you brought the yard waste. I was trying to remember when that was. So hopefully spring is coming soon, and we have our next meeting here, April 16th in the chambers, and appreciate it and call for adjournment.
So moved.
So move. Councilmember Cole.
Second.
Second, Councilmember Wong. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye? Nay? Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Sun's still out. Almost. We almost would have, if you're a little
Take
shorter, you
it.
would have got hit in the eyes.